My thoughts on Glenn Campbell, former Area 51 researcher and activist. My prayers are for Glenn Campbell, who has been fighting for his life the past few years. His condition seems to be deteriorating. Here's an update from Bonnie CC, December 3rd, 2021. Former Area 51 researcher Glenn Campbell's PA, medical provider, called this afternoon to inform me that Glenn has developed an infection. His body is not equipped to fight this kind of assault. Antibiotics and meds to ease his pain are being administered so that he may make his departure as peacefully as possible. Please do continue to surround him with love in whatever way you choose to manifest it. An update prior from Bonnie CC, December 2nd, 2021. Had a heartbreaking conversation with Glenn's doctor yesterday. All treatment options have been exhausted with no effect on his latest recurrence of the lymphoma. As it is in his brain, it is especially detrimental to his ability to be present to himself and others for little more than seconds at a time. Here are my thoughts on Glenn Campbell. When Glenn first came in 1993 from the East Coast to settle down in Rachel, Nevada, in order to find out more about Area 51, he was initially met with suspicion by lots of residents of that tiny community. Nevertheless, Glenn set up his Area 51 Research Center in a small trailer. An animosity of sort was soon created between the owners of the Little Alien and Glenn Campbell. Glenn later on married a resident of Rachel and eventually moved to Las Vegas. The fact that Glenn had married a resident of Rachel, Travis family's friend, infuriated Joe Travis of the Little Alien. Glenn was in Rachel in 1993 when the ultimate UFO seminar was held at the parking lot of the inn in which Bob Lazar was the main speaker. The seminar was organized by Gary Schultz and myself. It was held under a huge military tent at the parking lot. There were close to 200 people in attendance. Joe Travis later told us that he had borrowed this military tent from the base. Glenn did not attend this seminar. Instead, he organized a small meeting of folks who were skeptical of Bob Lazar's claims. He held this meeting in Rachel around the same time as the seminar. During Glenn's stay in Rachel, I met him and got acquainted with him. To me, he was a soft-spoken gentleman and a true scholar. Glenn was a realist, and he played a major role in bringing up Area 51 to the major news media in the mid-1990s. Later on, I came to the similar conclusion about Area 51, that there was nothing alien about Area 51. It was no longer an issue worth pursuing. Even though a lot of folks described Glenn as somewhat eccentric, I had a high respect for Glenn. This is Norio Hayakawa in Albuquerque, New Mexico.